July 2016, the governments of the United Kingdom and Kenya pledged to strengthen their collaborative partnership in research and innovation by launching the Newton Utafiti Fund as part of the wider Newton Fund family. A memorandum of understanding between the two countries was signed by Dr. Fred Matiang'i, the then Cabinet Secretary for Education, Science and Technology, and Mr. Nick Haley, the British High Commissioner to Kenya.
The government recognizes the critical role research plays in generation of new knowledge needed to accelerate national development. And it's for this reason that we will endeavor to support the sector by increasing investment and improving opportunities for all players.
Across the world, the Newton Fund builds research and innovation partnerships with 18 countries to support their economic development and social welfare, as well as to develop their research and innovation capacity for long-term sustainable growth. In total, the UK government is investing £735 million up until 2021, with matched resources from the partner countries. The Newton Fund is managed by the UK Department for Business, Energy and Industrial Strategy (BEIS) and delivered through 15 UK delivery partners, which include the Research Councils, the UK Academies, the British Council, Innovate UK and the Met Office. In Kenya, the delivery partners include the National Research Fund (NRF), the Kenya National Innovation Agency (KENIA), and the National Commission for Science, Technology and Innovation (NACOSTI). Some of the ongoing collaborative research projects between Kenyan and United Kingdom institutions include sustainable health interventions to tackle the emerging threat of antimicrobial resistance and the rapid rise in non-communicable diseases, a roadmap to improved public health in Kenya.
The Antimicrobial Resistance Project, it involves collecting data on baseline utilization of antibiotics in various health facilities in Kenya. So we collected the data at Kenyatta National Hospital. We have also collected data at Coast Provincial General Hospital, Nakuru Level 5 Hospital, as well as Moi Referral and Teaching Hospital in Eldoret.
We have a rising challenge with antimicrobial resistance, and that is a global problem. It's not just Kenya, it's not just Africa, global. So we want to support colleagues there and more broadly across the other national programmes that we're running with other countries to help to look at stewardship around antimicrobial resistance.
Punguza Hewa Kaa, Partners in Carbon.
So what the project is all about is how we bundle marine ecosystem services, particularly those of mangrove and seagrasses in carbon capture. The second aspect we are interested in is mapping and accounting for carbon in seagrasses, and as well as doing the biodiversity baselines in the same seagrasses. And at the household level, we are doing installation of high energy stoves to help in the reduction of carbon emissions and improving health. And of course, we are doing capacity building and awareness.
Positive impact on the social and economic welfare of vulnerable populations in Nairobi through the improvement of outdoor air quality.
Our project is looking at a couple of things. Primarily, we are looking at the impact of air pollution from motor vehicles on the health of the citizens of Nairobi area. But to do that, we have to look at two things. One, we're trying to measure the air quality in the Nairobi metropolitan area. And second, we are trying to determine the extent of which the vehicles in Nairobi are polluting.
It's really important because Nairobi is growing so quickly and cars are increasing, I think, nearly exponentially. Getting a handle on air pollution in Nairobi as soon as possible is really important, and so that's why we're focusing our efforts there.
Strengthening food security through integrated Earth observations and ecological assessments of ecosystem services in Kenya.
One of the key agenda right now for the country is addressing food security, and Earth observation as a technology is going to go a long way in giving us information in as far as the situation and mitigation measures in as far as food security is concerned.
We're going to be developing a regulatory type air quality station at the university that's going to be measuring the air on an hourly basis, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. That's important because, first of all, it allows us to understand what the air pollution situation is like right now, precisely in Nairobi. And then importantly, as we go toward the future and we try different kinds of interventions to improve air quality, that record of how air pollution changes over time will become really important to assessing how we're doing and are these interventions working.
So one of the importance of the project has been to kickstart the incorporation of blue carbon in the Paris Agreement. Two, the project has been able to increase revenue at the local level through the sale of carbon credits. And it has helped the country in achieving key pillars, particularly the presidential pillars, food security and poverty reduction.
The return on investment in as far as this project is concerned can be said to be very high. Talking about food security, ecosystem services, these are things that affect the common man, and therefore the outputs from this project can be seen to influence what and how the common man actually lives on a day-to-day basis.
The project will improve the life of everyday Kenyans by trying to make sure that the government has the necessary tools to keep them healthy. By informing the necessary authorities and other researchers on the level of air pollution, then the correct mitigation actions can be taken, and that has a direct impact on the lives of Kenyans, especially given the fact that in the Nairobi area, respiratory diseases, a result of poor air quality, is the #1 cause of death.
The students we have built capacity at the MSc level, now there are 4 in Kenya. We hope they will still carry on with the relevant topics on marine and coastal management. So that has a lot of impact. So to me, the value for money is really high, and it's a project that is replicable to other regions having the same issues.
The collaboration that we forged between the University of Nairobi and the University of Strathclyde has exposed the faculty of the University of Nairobi to intense training and experience of the antimicrobial stewardship program that is implemented in Scotland, which is one of the best in the world.
Since July 2016, the British Council and the National Research Fund have delivered a total of 27 projects under Newton Utafiti, touching on key priority areas such as food security and manufacturing, which fall under the Big Four. These include 14 researcher links, which are workshops for building capacity in early career researchers among Kenya, South Africa, and the United Kingdom, and 13 institutional links, which are innovative research collaborations between Kenya and the United Kingdom. The total investment on institutional links and researcher links by the National Research Fund to date is £1.7 million. These grants are funded by the National Research Fund in Kenya and the United Kingdom's Department of Business, Energy and Industrial Strategy, BEIS, and then managed by both funding agencies.
Newton Utafiti ni fiti.
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 For further information, please visit www.newtonfund.ac.uk and www.researchfund.go.ke or follow via Twitter @NewtonFund.